Hello, I'm the Crafty Ginger. Today I'm going to show you how to make an advanced macrame wall hanging that looks similar to this piece right here. And the construction looks complex, but it's actually pretty easy knots. We have lark's head knot, right and left square knot. This is a clove hitch knot. And then this is all left-handed square knot. And these are crown knots. These are optional. You don't have to do these. These are a little harder. And then this is just a gathering knot. So the simplest way for me to explain how this is constructed is there's two layers. So this is one layer, this is the behind layer, and this is the behind layer, and this one here. And then on top of that you have this piece, this piece, this piece, and then these twist pieces that are in here is also kind of what I'm including in the second layer. This is optional. This is just for hanging it. You don't have to do this if this seems too hard for you. You can just cut that part out, just hang it, you know, from the center, or just tie one simple piece of a knot up there. So this is going to be a two-part video just for length, and because it's going to take me a while to make this. I timed myself making this and it took about 5 hours. So I didn't do it in one sitting, of course, but I just was, you know, slowly knotting and putting fringe on, and then of course you have time to comb it out, and every time you move it you want to comb it out again. So I've been combing it again. So let's talk about supplies. Pretty straightforward. You need something to hang it on, like a piece of driftwood. You're going to need, I'm going to say about, I believe this is about 950 feet of rope. And this is the 6mm rope from Nyroma Studio. This is wonderful cotton rope, very lightly twisted. These are all, there's different colors. They have a coral color that's really pretty, the pink, of course, black, gray. I'm going to do this next piece in gray just so you can see it better. And of course natural. This is a little bit thicker. This is 8mm, but they have this in the same size as that too. You're going to need scissors and a comb to comb it out. So on my, in the description below, there is a link to these PDFs that I've created that will show you how to construct this. It has detailed instructions, but I would say, you know, watch the video, download the PDF, get started on your project, and you'll probably be able to remember, you know, when you're looking at the PDF, oh yeah, this is the first layer. And so I'm hoping that'll help you. I also have a stitch diagram on there that's going to show you the knots that it includes. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you what lengths to cut. We're going to have 3 sections on layer 1. So all I've done so far is just tied up some pieces with just an overhand knot, and I'll show you how to do that. So cut these a little bit long so you have enough room to make a knot. So you're just going to drape it over and then tie it just twice so it's pretty secure. And we want similar amount of drape on each of these so we have a similar line. So just tie it really tight. And these are okay. We can either glue these up in the back or you can just incorporate them into the fringe on the front. So see how these, I want these to drape about the same amount. We're going to put 26 pieces on each of these. So they need to be about similar length. This isn't set in stone. We can always, you know, change this. Let me move those. Okay, so the other one is going to go over here. And I want to be about like that. So just tying an overhand knot twice. And I might have to tighten these, like I said. So for the center section, I've already cut my ropes here. You're going to be cutting 26 pieces for each of these sections. For these side sections, you're going to cut 48 inches each. For me, I just usually use my body, so I measured out 48 inches, and then I kind of, you know, once you measure one piece, it's pretty easy. So just 26 of those for each side. 26 here, 26 here. So you need 52 at 48 inches. Then you need another 26 ropes at 12.5 feet. So I've cut all of those. Those are these. Make sure you have your center. And then just start attaching them with a lark's head knot, which you do by finding the center of the rope. You probably already know this if you're watching an advanced macrame video, but find the center of the rope, put it over your rope that you're draping them on, and just pull the tails through. Like that. Attach all of them. These pieces on the side, they're just going to hang. They're not having any knots worked, so that's why they can be a little bit shorter. And then if we get to a point at the end where we need some fringe, I may end up cutting these at the end. So I'm trying to, you know, just use as little rope as possible so I don't need another roll. So just begin attaching your pieces. And once you have them all on there, I'll show you how to do the diamond centerpiece right here, which is part of layer 1. Okay, so now I have all these pieces up, 26 on each, and when I got to the end, these needed to be tightened a little bit, so just untie it and then, you know, tighten it up over here so you have no space on either side, and then kind of spread your pieces out. Okay, now we're working on the centerpiece. This is going to be a diamond with alternating square knots, so you're just going to do a left and then a right all the way across until you have one complete row of square knots. When you get to the end of that row, we're going to be reducing every time by 2 ropes so that we get that diamond shape. So do your first row here. Okay, I'm at the end of the first row here. Now to create our diamond, we're gonna do alternating square knots, like I said, but we're gonna leave 2 pieces out. So these end 2 pieces, you can just drape those over your little hook that's supporting it. Now you're gonna do square knots across here. So your next group of 4, and you're going to repeat this on each row, taking out 2 more additional ropes each time. So the next row, you're gonna have 4 ropes out on each side until you have just 1 square knot in the center. Okay, we have our diamond shape done. I was taking out the pieces each time so I didn't get confused about which ones needed to be worked. Now I'm just gonna pull these down because we're gonna trim this. So I cut these long on purpose. I knew it was gonna be long, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough space to do this whole diamond shape. So we're gonna use all the rest of this trim or this fringe for the actual fringe that's gonna go on layer 2. So I'm just gonna I think I want it to be kind of diamond shape. So I think I might start, it's gonna be a little bit random too. I don't want it to be too precise. Keep your fringy pieces. That looks okay for now. I might trim this up a little bit more at the end, but I want it to be kind of long for now. Okay, all of this fringy gold is what we're going to be using in layer 2. So you can keep this. This is not waste. We're going to keep all that. Okay, the last section of this layer 1 is we're going to put in the twist pieces. So cut my wingspan is exactly 60 inches. That's 5 feet. I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 3 body lengths each. And we need, starting from here, 2, 4, 6, 8. You're going right in between each of these. So we need 8 pieces. We're just going to be doing a left-handed square knot the whole time to create a twist. Okay. Now I'm going to find the center. On these ones, I want the longest piece, the center pieces, the filler cords, to be about as long as those pieces. So let's say this is a little confusing. So I'm going to do 1 body length. Okay, then that's the center. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want my outside pieces to be longer because we're going to be working those more. So pull that through and I'll show you. The inside cord here is shorter, just about a little bit longer than the diamond center. We're going to do the same thing, only opposite. Now we're going to go 1 body length, and that's the center. And that cord, the 2 center cords are the shorter ones. And again, that's because you're working the outside cords again and again, but the inside cords don't get worked at all. Okay, so now we're doing a left, just continually doing a left each time. It'll turn into a twist once you have a few of them. You could do a right too, whichever way you prefer. I like to do left for some reason. And let it twist too. So kind of twist it a little bit more like that. And then at some point you'll kind of have to bring it around back to the front to work it. So I'm going to do as many as I think looks good, just till I kind of, so now I'm going to kind of turn it to the back so I can work it from that way. That's how I usually do it. Just tighten it up. You could move around your stand here if you want to the back, so you remember which one is your left cord. See how it creates that cool twist? So I'm going to just keep going here again and again till I get to as long as I want. On the pink piece that I showed you earlier, I had some of these just hanging straight down, and then other ones I did a little bit longer because I wanted to be able to drape them. So I was kind of just like draping them over. So just kind of go with what you like. You could just leave them all hanging straight down, which is what I might do. I just was playing with draping them. Okay, so repeat this process 3 more times in between each of your decorative elements on layer 1, and come back for layer 2 and I'll show you how to do all the fancy embellishments. It's this layering that really makes it seem complex, even though you can tell that these knots aren't very complex. There's some more complex in video 2, but they're all, you know, I use all these basic knots. You can create a lot with just basic knots. Thanks for watching video 1 of this advanced macrame wall hanging. This is, you know, just the beginning. This is the basic setup for it. In the next video, I'll show you how to do the other embellishments and do the hanging piece at the top. That's optional. You don't have to do that if it's too complicated. So thanks for watching. Look in the video description for the downloadable links for the PDFs. That'll give you some more guidance when you're doing this on your own. Thanks for watching. Bye.